Hi, Ron Benning here. In this video, I'm going to give you a Sacramento Duplex Market update for the time period ending November of 2024. I'm going to take a look at the key local and national market trends, and I'm going to tell you the target GRM that will break you even, making finding the best deals dramatically easier. Developing trends leave evidence. If you want to know what's likely to happen over the next month or two, watch to the end. November 2024 was a neutral market for duplexes in the Sacramento area. We currently have a 3.8 month supply of duplexes on the market. This is up from 3.1 months supply of duplexes last month. Over the past 2 months, we've seen a slight decline in the overall inventory for duplexes. The inventory level is down 8% from the month before. Despite this, the month's supply of inventory is growing steadily. These two statistics seem to contradict each other until we understand that this was caused because the amount of pending sales and closed sales is falling faster than the inventory has been declining. This downward trend has been going on for about 6 months, as you can see. Pending sales were down 17.6% last month. The amount of closed sales in November were down 23.1% from the previous month. And in large part, I believe that's because of the short-term rate hike. Let's take a look at what's been happening in the mortgage market. The Federal Reserve lowered the federal funds target range by 25 basis points in November. That went from 4.75 to 4.5%. This was following a 50 basis point cut in September. Now, as you can see by the recent mortgage rates, they don't always follow what the Federal Reserve rates pattern does, at least in the short run. In fact, despite the Fed's 0.75% rate cut since September, rates are actually higher now than they were in September. This month, there's been a slight easing in rates, with rates coming down around 0.1%. This is consistent with what I predicted in last month's market update. For each 0.5% change in the interest rates, the buyer's buying power changes by about $20,000. This means that the average buyer has gained about $5,000 in buying power during the last 30 days. The National Association of Realtors anticipates mortgage rates will stabilize around 6% in 2025. NAR's chief economist expects the Federal Reserve will cut its interest rate about 4 times in the next year, resulting in mortgage rates bouncing around between 5.5% and 6.5% for most of next year. Let's take a look at how that affects the target GRM for a break-even for a duplex with 25% down. The current break-even GRM for duplexes is about 12.16. The sold price as a percentage of original asking price this last month was 98%, which means that the properties that are priced right are selling pretty close to the asking price. The average days on the market for sold duplexes was only 18 days this last month. But more importantly, for the unsold inventory, the average days on the market rose to 88 days. So by looking at my weekly GRM reports, you can easily see which properties are priced right, and those that are not priced right, we can quickly develop the right offer strategy for each property type. This also explains why the average list price and sale prices are going down right now for duplexes, because there were only 5 duplexes on the market as I'm making this video with a GRM of 12.16 or lower, which would be the break-even point with 25% down. If you're enjoying this analysis and you're not already subscribed to this channel, please subscribe now so that I can continue to keep you informed about investing in the Sacramento duplex market. So what's likely to happen over the next 30 to 60 days in the duplex market in Sacramento? The market is close to an important tipping point. There's no denying a 9-month trend of growing month supply of inventory, during which time we've gone from a strong seller's market to a neutral market. I'm optimistic that we will see a slight easing of rates in the next 30 days. And this may help increase sales a bit. but I don't really expect much new inventory until after the first of the year. For potential sellers, it's pretty simple. Price it fairly, and it'll sell fast if your rents are at fair market value. Otherwise, you're going to have to discount your price accordingly if you have lower rents, or get those rents up in anticipation of selling. If you want a rent analysis or an update on your property's value, give me a call or look for a link down below in the description to get these services for free. For buyers, let's target those duplexes that are close to that GRM break even. Or for those properties that have been on the market for a long time, let's go ahead and write some offers that are a bit lower. See who's ready to get their property sold. Whether you're thinking of buying or selling in the next 7 days or 7 months, feel free to give me a call. Send me a text so I can answer your questions, and I will help you plan a smooth purchase or sale transaction.